Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day, and happy Friday to you. It's December 3rd. Now, on our show today, we have Kaiser Permanente with Dr. Ahmed, and he's got some great information for us. Then we have a visit from the Theater Guild, and we have a whole bunch of people coming in. We've got Barbara Powell, Estelle D'Annunzio, Madeline Enright, and then Esther Chun, who will join us a little later in our program. So stick around for all the fun. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking at sunny skies for the rest of our weekend, right after we burn off the morning AM fogs. We are looking today's temperatures of 68, 52, 66, 50, 70, 48, 72, 52, and then 70, 52 for Tuesday. And if you are traveling in the state of California, check out these temperatures. 72.55, Santa Barbara 62.50, San Diego 68.53, Tahoe, which is the picture in the background, 55.32, Mammoth 53.28, Big Bear 55.30, Palm Springs 82.60, and Las Vegas 73.45. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:39, and our sunset will be at 4:42. And thank you, Debbie, for sending in this beautiful photo of Yosemite. Just gorgeous up there. And I bet it probably looks just like that right now because they haven't gotten any snow. All right, if you have a photo you would like to share with us of a destination that you have visited or something holiday-ish for the rest of the month, please email it to Laguna Woods Village TV@gmail.com. All right, when we return, we will have Kaiser Permanente, so stick around.
At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore Irvine, we want to buy your car. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, we come to you. On-site professional appraisals now available at your home or office. 2, you come to our dealership just minutes away for an on-the-spot appraisal. 3, value your car online at normreeveshondairvine.com. It's your choice. Plus, you get paid in 1 day or less. At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore in the Irvine Auto Center, we will buy your car.
Welcome back. Today I am joined by Dr. Samina Ahmed, who is here on behalf of Kaiser Permanente. Now, she is the Chief of Hematology Oncology at Kaiser Permanente, Orange County, and she covers the Anaheim and Irvine hospitals. Well, Dr. Ahmed, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Now, as I talked off camera, we talk a lot about different types of cancers and, you know, some of the things that are associated with cancer, like what it is and what happens to you when you have it. But even though we will talk a little bit about cancer, we're also going to talk about some lifestyle factors and overall health associated with our body when we are diagnosed with cancer, correct?
Correct.
Perfect. Before we get started, though, let me have you go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself, please.
Oh, sure. So my name is Dr. Samina Ahmed, and I am the Chief of Hematology Oncology at Kaiser Permanente, Orange County, which covers both the Anaheim and Irvine hospital campuses. I treat solid tumors, so that's the medical oncology part, as what is also considered blood cancers, such as leukemias and lymphomas. And we also do benign hematology, so blood conditions.
Okay, good. Describe to me blood conditions.
Sure. So sometimes we'll have patients come in with certain forms of anemia, like thalassemias, and so we monitor their blood counts and give them advice and counseling on treatments so that they can live as normal a life as possible. Other blood conditions besides anemia, we do have patients, for example, with sickle cell disease that we also help treat and monitor, patients with hemophilia that have a deficiency in clotting factors, which leads to excessive bleeding. So we help with management. Those are a few examples.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. Now, when we talk about cancers, there are a variety of cancer risks. And of course, some of that is hereditary, other is not. Can you give me a brief overview of what some of the cancer risks are?
As you mentioned, there are the hereditary risk factors and the spontaneous risk factors. Even at this point in time, there's only a small percentage of cancers that are related to a hereditary or genetic condition. Most of the cancers are spontaneous mutations. So when I talk to patients, I talk to them about things that are in our control and not in our control. And that's really where I think the factors that we can control really comes in. And what I mean by that are factors such as eating a healthy diet and physical exercise. In the past, we knew that things like smoking and alcohol were risk factors for multiple types of cancers. And while they still holds true, we are now realizing that obesity is a risk factor for many cancers. So I do think there is some things that we can do to help reduce the risk for those things that we can control.
Now, obesity actually seems to be associated with so many different things. I mean, even with COVID-19, we were seeing that that was one of the most popular things amongst those who were getting COVID-19 was obesity. Why is it that our body, when it is obese, is it breaking down, or what is it actually doing to our body that allows for these kinds of things to happen?
I don't think that we understand completely, but the example that I can use for such as breast cancer risk is that we know that obesity or the fat tissues store extra estrogen. So there can be an overproduction of estrogen in obesity, and that's why postmenopausal women are at risk for breast cancer when they're obese. But that risk also extends even after their treatment. Obesity can increase their risk of recurrence. I think more generally speaking, though, with obesity, just as you mentioned, that in general, for example, when you have obesity, it forces like the pancreas to work overtime. And so the insulin pathways get disrupted. And that's why, you have conditions like diabetes and such.
Okay. Thank you. And then, many times we are asked, mostly when in my position of interviewing lots of different doctors and hospitals, is that they really want cancer screenings. However, that isn't always happening at the primary care level. So what should a patient ask for or look for in order to get a cancer screening?
I think that's a great question. And I think I would emphasize that by saying that patients, each of us have to be our own advocates. And there are certain screenings that are recommended by the United States Preventative Task Force that I would say that most physicians are aware of and that they understand. So I think it is being your own advocate. I will say that obviously the way COVID disrupted so many things and so many people's lives, it also disrupted the screening. People didn't want to go see their doctors, understandably, because they were afraid of their risk of getting sick. But now, as especially in California, our vaccination rates have increased. It's downtrending, at least the latest numbers that I was aware of. I think it's really important to connect back. And those things that were put off, like your visit with your primary care physician, let's make that a priority and our health a priority, so then we can have that discussion that, okay, what do I need to do? And I think that also goes back to my factors for what you're in control of. You can be your own advocate to make sure that for your own personal health, like you have a checklist of all your other to-do items, that your health is the most important thing that needs to be checked out, making sure that you're taking care of everything that is needed to be done.
Well, and you mentioned that, healthy lifestyles, healthy eating is very important. Of course, exercise without question. When it comes to healthy eating, I wondered if many people being at home for the last couple of years either help them to eat better or worse. I wonder, because, we could buy stuff at the store and just stay home. But I know for myself that I ended up cooking more. So did you find that with some of your patients?
Yeah, I think that was also very interesting that it was the variety of patients. So I did unfortunately have some patients, who had the COVID weight and kind of just shut in and nothing to do but eating. But those others, and quite a few who actually were like, well, this is some time I have finally to actually do things that I had never wanted to do. And just like we've heard across the country with, making their own bread and navigating, or saying like, look, now I have this extra time to spend on myself to make those changes. And it starts off with that one change. And what I tell patients too is like the simple, easy things to do. That's what you want to start out with, because that's what you can build on. And the other things, will come into play. But you want to start simply, because sometimes giving yourself too much to do then can be disheartening when you can't get to everything. So it was a pleasure to see a lot of my patients had actually lost weight, not only because they were doing their own cooking and trying out different things, but actually were giving time and being dedicated to their exercise programs.
Yeah, well, that's good. It kind of forced us to reevaluate a lot of things in our lives. So good to know. All right. Well, excellent information. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmed. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back after this.
Why do I love being a doctor at Kaiser Permanente?
My only job is to take great care of my patients. I'm empowered to do what's right for you.
Our digital records mean your medical history is in one place, so I can give you great care.
Your primary care doctor, your specialist. It's great. We all work together as one team.
Our integrated approach to healthcare helps my patients live longer, healthier lives.
I don't just practice here, I'm a patient too. I wouldn't trust my family's healthcare to anyone else.
Freedom Village Skilled Nursing offers rehabilitation after surgery with our team of on-site therapy professionals. We are proud that our quality care measures are recognized by Medicare. We support you with your recovery with a caring staff and registered nurses around the clock. Freedom Village Skilled Nursing is conveniently located near 3 hospitals, open to the public, and offers private Serenity suites. Call today to experience first-class care for your loved one.
Picking someone to clean your house is a big decision. After all, they'll be inside your house and touching virtually everything you own. Sadly, though, not all cleaning professionals are actually real pros. Like this person you found online who uses the same sponge in the kitchen they use in the bathroom. If you're looking for a local family-owned business with amazing customer service, contact MaidPro for a free estimate. MaidPro, when you're ready for a real pro.
Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned earlier, we have a whole bunch of ladies here from the Theater Guild. Well, ladies, we have Barbara Powell and we have Estelle D'Annunzio.
Hi,
Thank you for
Lisa.
joining me in studio today.
It's our pleasure, and we mean that.
Yes, and you guys are festive, which is wonderful because you have a very fun event that's coming up.
We do. We have the holiday show, and it's kind of an extravaganza. We reached out to our Theater Guild members and asked some of them to provide original stories about their lives growing up and some holiday experiences. So interestingly enough, Phil Silverman and Bubbles Yar, who are Jewish, had like the most interesting stories about the holidays. And so they are going to be presenting their stories. And then we have the Hot Flashes doing Winter Wonderland, which we'll do for you later. And then Esther Chun's going to do a solo of Santa Baby. So we have singers, we have some skits, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a grandmother and a granddaughter, and their real life grandmother and granddaughter.
Oh.
And the grandmother lives in the village, and the granddaughter lives nearby. So
Okay.
it's always fun with kids.
Oh, yeah. And you know, when you said that some people have stories and other people are singing, so is it, when you say the stories, are those going to be script-like, or how does that work?
So it's interesting. The grandma and the grandmother will be conjuring up the songs and the stories.
Okay.
So when they conjure up the story, then the story comes to life on stage.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like what she's thinking, or a storytelling type thing, and then you act it out.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Now who's all in it?
Oh gosh, well we have 18 people. I could read
Oh,
it
all
off
right.
for you.
Well, I guess we may not read off all 18, but
Actually-
nonetheless, you guys are.
They're all here.
Come on, guys. No, actually, very sad. David Bridges, I think you all remember him. He was a very tall gentleman with a wonderful voice, and he passed away on November 12th or 14th. And he was scheduled to do the Christmas song, which he did on Food, Friends, and Fun a couple years ago. And so that was really a terrible shock to all of us. So, but we have some new people. Nicole Aloni, who is a professional cateress and acting since she was four or five, and so we have lots of new people in the show.
One thing I think is so nice about our community is you never really know the history, obviously, when they come in.
Yes.
So then you kind of learn over time, and here you guys have found some extraordinary talent.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, over time. So I mean, how do you guys find out, or do they find out about you? How does that work?
Well, Sandy O'Connor is in the community a lot,
Yes,
and she's
she is.
found us a lot of really talented people. So props to her. People, you know, they move here and they see the theater clubs and they reach out because our names are on the websites.
Right.
And or if people, or if they happen to walk by a rehearsal and they're interested. So we get them all different kinds of ways. And Esther came to us from an emeritus class and also a singing class that Estelle was in. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We have our.
Well, I would say that the majority of you guys, as well as most of the people that I interview from the various clubs, are the ones that you see most everywhere.
Yes.
So I think that's testaments to you guys to put yourself out there.
Well, Esther is a little younger than most of us, and we overlooked that and welcomed her anyway.
We still like her.
Because she's really talented. But she did say that to me. You think it's going to be okay that I'm younger? And I said, well, it will be annoying, but we'll get over it.
It will be. It's always annoying when they're younger, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, she's a wonderful singer and actress, and she's a very
great
talented
team player.
young lady.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have Esther up here in just a
Yes,
bit.
yes, we are.
So let's talk about the event and when it is.
Oh, yes. It's December 16th.
Okay.
And it's being held at Clubhouse 5.
Okay.
And the show starts at 5 o'clock.
All right.
We'll start selling tickets at 4.
Okay.
And hopefully open the house at 4:30.
Okay.
And it's buy tickets out the door. It's free for Theater Guild members, and it's $12 for guests.
Okay. And no age. I mean, they could bring children, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's well, we have a 9-year-old in the cast.
Right. So it's okay.
It's not like Bad Santa. I don't not even know how they did that one.
No kidding. Yeah, and then if people want, something very important is that you do need to have vaccination.
Proof of vaccination.
Proof of vaccinations
Yes.
for everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
We're not requiring masks because people are absolutely welcome to wear masks if they like. But,
Okay.
And we're sitting at big tables.
Yeah.
We're not, in rows.
We're sitting, round tables, 8 to a table.
Okay.
Trying to get some distancing that way.
Okay, great. And then there was another thing mentioned. Did you say there was a GRF bar?
Well, yes, there is.
Oh, well, fantastic.
Yeah. Well, you got to get the crowd happy.
Well, they're celebrating. So
That's
it's all
right.
good.
That's right.
All right, and then let's talk about your January.
Well, yeah, I think I'm going to be on again talking about it, but we were going to have Hot August Night. We had a Neil Diamond impersonator set up, and then the numbers went up and we canceled. So now we're having Hot January Night.
Okay.
And the heat will come from the people's excitement, right?
I love it, absolutely. I love Neil Diamond impersonators.
Yeah.
They're great, aren't they?
Yeah. Who doesn't love Neil Diamond?
Well, you know every song, and you're constantly singing.
And they're welcome
Super
to
fun.
sing along, and they can get up and dance, and we will have a GRF bar once again.
Of course.
And maybe some other surprises. We haven't finalized everything yet. So look for flyers and look for information on.
And then you're going to have
message board.
we're going to have another interview with you.
Yes.
So we'll be seeing you again, and we'll talk all about Neil Diamond.
Yes, we will.
And maybe we should play a little song from Neil Diamond and sing along again.
Oh, that would be fun.
We're just going to turn it all into singing around here. All right. Well, speaking of singing,
yes, ma'am.
We actually have 2 other people that are going to join us. We have Esther Chun and Madeline Enright, who are going to sing a song for us. And I just love it that you guys are going to be singing. And are you guys ready? I'm going to get the music going, and you just go ahead and sing loud. Whoops. Let's try that again. Now I'm going to play it.
There we go.
Now that's the one.
Do you know this one?
Yeah, a little. We do.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland.
Snowball time.
Oh, Barbara, thank you. Oh, whew, it's cold.
I get one too. I get one.
You're an honorary hot flash.
Honorary.
And I'm hot right now.
Awesome, ladies.
In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kitties knock him down. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets a chillin', we'll frolic and play the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Oh, yeah. Hey, hey, walking in a winter wonderland. Wonderland. Winter wonderland.
Excellent. I love it. You guys did a great job. I'm the pitcher. Anyway, thank you so much. Good luck on your performance.
I'm hoping people will sing at the show as well.
Oh, of course. All right. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you. And we'll be right back after this.
For more than 30 years, Active Care has been providing the highest level of care to residents with Alzheimer's or other memory loss. We specialize in memory care. That's our sole focus. With 3 levels of care and an engaging activity program, Active Care enhances life for every resident every day. Our newest community, Active Care Laguna Hills, will open this fall. We're now accepting reservations. Call 949-877-8233 to learn more.
How is life feeling these days? Even if you're active, those little aches and pains can be exhausting. Now there's a new way to experience an ancient healing therapy right in the comfort of your home. Introducing the J&H Lifestyles Infrared Sauna, a beautifully crafted sauna with proven benefits of immune boosting, pain relief, and relaxation. And there are 1- and 2-person models to fit the tightest of spaces, bringing the warmth of infrared sauna therapy to you. Expert installation is available in your area. Just give us a call or visit our website today.
Primary care is our first interaction with the healthcare system, but most people don't visit their physicians due to long lines, waiting periods, and moving from lab to lab. At Cure Medical, we bring healthcare straight to your doorstep. Our modern, upscale mobile clinics provide services such as prevention and wellness plans, annual exams, lab work, blood tests, and more. Give us a call today to learn more and schedule your next appointment. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care from USC Dental School and has been serving the Laguna Woods community for over 16 years. At Laguna Woods Dental, our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer a convenient plan for $250 a year that includes exam, x-rays, and all types of cleanings are covered. Our office is located right outside of gate number 3. Come book your appointment today.
Well, that was sure fun. Just love those ladies from the Theater Guild. All right, our movie for today is from Disney, and it is The Jungle Cruise. And I think you're really going to enjoy this. It's very fun, and it's funny, and you'll just love it. So, especially if you've been on the ride at Disneyland, The Jungle Cruise, you're totally going to relate. You can watch that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Advanced Ear Care. And then one other reminder is tomorrow is the Toys for Tots event right here in Laguna Hills, and that's at the Crossline Church. Bring an unwrapped toy and just drive through, drop it off, and one child will be very happy that you have provided them a toy this year. Okay, let's take a look at the weather again before we head out to enjoy our weekend. It's looking actually very nice after we burn off the morning fog pretty much every morning. And we are looking at very nice sunny skies, 68, 52, 66, 50, 70, 48, 72, 52, and 70, 52. If you're traveling in California today, take a look at these numbers. Things are looking really great, and unfortunately, we don't have any rain or snow, but nonetheless looks pretty good. And if you're traveling to Palm Springs, 82.60, and Las Vegas, 73.45. Have a lovely Friday. We'll see you again right here at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and if you missed that, we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
A brilliant smile because of brilliant dentistry. I love her expertise, her knowledge, her wisdom, and most of all, her patience with me.
We take the extra time to understand our patients' special needs and always perform the highest quality dental work at affordable prices in a relaxing and friendly environment. We perform everything from cleaning all the way to implant and sinus surgeries, all under one roof. Stop in or call and experience the brilliant smile difference.
Are you or someone you know facing financial challenges from unexpected emergency expenses? The foundation of Laguna Woods Village can provide the temporary help you need. Meals on Wheels, adult day services, dental services, medical alert services, and ambulance contracts. Contact the Village Social Services at 949-597-4267 to see if you qualify. Neighbors helping neighbors. The mission of the foundation of Laguna Woods Village.
Tired of traveling long distances and waiting hours to see an eye doctor? Dr. Vyas and the OC Eye Care team put their patients first and are conveniently located next to the Laguna Woods Community Center. Dr. Vyas is a comprehensive ophthalmologist who specializes in premium cataract surgery, microscopic glaucoma surgery, and diabetic eye disease. A lifetime of better vision is a stone's throw away. Call and make your appointment today.
People with hearing loss only know the way they hear, not how much better they should be hearing. How well are you hearing? Are you understanding 60% or maybe only 30%? You don't know unless someone measures your hearing understanding ability. People are wearing hearing aids that are underfit with power, not programmed properly, the physical fit is too loose or too tight. Find out what your understanding score is with a special word test from Advanced Ear Care. Stop in today and tell them Stuart sent you.